Now, instead of doing multiples of this equation added to multiples of this equation, we write down what we call our augmented matrix. Now I'm just going to write down the numbers, then I'll explain them. This number is 1. Okay. This row stands for this equation. This row stands for this equation. Your coefficients of x go here, your coefficients of y go here, and you can think of this dotted line as indicating an equal sign. We don't always have to write this dotted line. If we just write this down even without the dotted line, we understand if this is an augmented matrix for a system that this number is times our first variable, this number times our second, and our last number is what's on the other side of the equal sign. Now we can have 3 equations or 4 equations, equations in 2, 3, 4 variables. You just have to have a column for each variable. Your last number would still be the number on the right of the equal sign. Okay, if we do the same things to the rows of this matrix that we did to these equations, and I'll indicate them by the same symbols, we write down the first row, which is 1, 2, 4. And I won't write the dotted line there, but we understand that it could be there. Okay, and then we do the second row minus 4 times the first. Okay, well, 4 times the 1 is, well, let's do negative 4 times the first. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, add to 4, we get 0. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8, add to 8, we get 0. Negative 4 times 4 is negative 16, add to 24. Then we get not 16, but 8. Okay? Now, this matrix stands for this system. Okay, because if we wrote down this system the same way, we'd have a 1, a 2, and a 4. We'd have a 0 for the x coefficient, a 0 for the y coefficient. That's what, 2 zeros here indicate that you're just going to get 0, and 8 on the other side of the equal sign. So if you do an augmented matrix for a 2x2 system, or a system of 2 equations and 2 unknowns, and get this, what do you know? You know that this corresponds to 2 parallel lines, corresponds to the same thing we got here. 2 parallel lines, if you graph it, and no they're not intersecting. No intersection. Okay.